I'm working on restoring an old piece of furniture, and I had to take this old worn out dresser drawer from this to this. And I'm going to show you how I did it. My hope is that you'll enjoy this video and maybe learn something, but more importantly, I hope you get some of your own ideas. And if you do, I hope that you'll give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Let's get started. I'm going to start by recreating the drawer face. I think that's going to be the most challenging part of the project, so I'm going to do that first. Now there's two pieces. There's a back piece, and the front piece has a unique shape to it, so I got to figure out how to do that. First thing I'm going to do is mill down some lumber so I can get started on that part. The front part of the drawer face is what's going to be the most challenging. It's got this unique shape to it, and that's what serves as the hand pull so you can open the drawer. Now I'm going to make this on the CNC. I've already drawn it in the software. I've already cut a stencil just to test it. Now I'm going to make the part. Now that I have that shape cut out, I've got to do what I think is going to be the most difficult thing to recreate on that hand pull. In the back of the hand pull, it's scalloped out. Now I'm not sure how they did it, but I think I can use a cove bit in the router table and come close to recreating the exact shape that they used on that hand pull. This part turned out really good. I kind of can't believe just how good it did turn out. You can see the profile that the cove bit created, and this is what you grab a hold of to open the drawer. So at this point, all I'm going to do is go ahead and sand these parts real good and get ready to attach the two together. I think I'm going to put a small round over through here just to make it more pleasing to the touch. The back part of the drawer is pretty straightforward. It's just a specific dimension, so I can rip and cut that to size. There's one interesting feature on the ends of that back piece. There's an offset. I'm not sure why that's there because I don't have the actual piece of furniture here to figure it out, but I think it serves as a stop. When you push the drawer back into the dresser, it just stops it. I'm going to recreate that by doing a kerf cut on the table saw, and I think that'll work pretty good. Right here you can see that little kerf that I cut in with the table saw. I think I'm going to put a little round over on this. I'm going to glue these two parts together. The drawer face turned out really good. The next thing I have to do is build the drawer box. I'm going to build a four-sided drawer box. The drawer face will attach to the front. Now the original piece had some kind of dovetailish looking joinery going on. I'm not going to do that because I don't have time to replicate that. I'm going to use screw pockets for the joinery. Now I understand among some woodworkers and fine woodworkers there's some resistance to using screw pockets. There really shouldn't be because screw pockets are fast and efficient. They're not very expensive in terms of labor. It's going to be really strong, and furthermore, the way that I'm going to assemble this, it's not going to be evident that I use screw pockets. Now all screw pockets aren't created equal, and I prefer the Castle low angle pocket. I'm going to use this little Castle 100 to create those screw pockets. I'm working with 7/16 inch thick stock. So I'm kind of pushing the limit on how thin my stock can be and still get an acceptable screw pocket that will cover the screw. With the castle, I can make adjustments that affect the throw of the cutter right here that will impact this distance here called the webbing. I'm probably going to use this setting here. It'll give me a pocket that will still cover the screw. It'll give me good penetration into the opposing piece, but it won't blow out the opposing piece. So that's our marching orders. Let's make this drawer box. I've got to make some slots in these parts so the drawer bottom panel can slide in here. And I'm going to do it on the table saw. I'm going to run all the parts through, then I'm going to creep the fence out a little bit and run them through again until that panel will slide neatly in there. These long pieces get sized down a little bit, and that'll make sense in a minute. I've got to notch these out for the drawer guides. Now I'm going to make this drawer slide. I'm going to go ahead and make these screw pockets with the little Castle 100. To do this thin stock, you got to shim up the work surface a little bit. The way it works, I'm just going to put the material into the throat of the machine, tighten it down. The new Castle has a little quick clamp. That's pretty cool. So here we go. So there's our screw pockets and nice little clean pilot holes, and we're ready to go. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and cut this bottom panel now. I've got everything set up. I went ahead and put the drawer panel in to kind of keep me aligned this way. I've got just a little bit of glue right here, not a lot, just a little bit. Now, I've gone ahead and clamped this together. You don't always have to use clamps with a low angle Castle pocket, but in this case, it's kind of precision, so I want some clamps on there. Now, just like all screw pockets aren't created equal, well, all screw pocket screws aren't created equal, so I'm using a real high quality Castle screw made just for this application. The thing I'm most worried about is since I'm screwing right on the edge of this piece, I don't want it to crack. So I'm going to take my screw. The first thing I'm going to do is just run it backwards. And the reason I'm doing that is it'll dimple where the screw is going to go in, help keep it aligned. Now I'm going to just real slowly bring it on down, and I'll back it out a little bit. Go down a little more, back it out, and then tighten it up. And that turned out pretty good. Okay, this looks real good. It's going to be really strong. By adjusting the Castle, you can see that I was able to accommodate that screw head. It sits just below the pocket, it doesn't protrude, and now I'll be able to attach the drawer face without any interference from the screw head. Okay, so I got this in. This is just rinse and repeat. I'm going to go ahead and get this drawer together, and we'll keep moving. I've got to attach this drawer face, and I'm going to do that by using countersunk wood screws coming from the back of the drawer box. Remember how I said these screw pockets would be hidden? Well, the drawer face covers them up. You'll never see them. And the other screw pockets are in the back, so you won't see those either. So let me go ahead and do that. All right then, let's bring this thing to life with this secret potion. Well, it's not really secret. This thing turned out really good. It was a little bit of a challenge to recreate it, but it was a lot of fun doing it. And when you look at the before and then the after, it made it all worthwhile. Thanks for watching.